This woman is a representation of why there should not be photography allowed of runners. We all understand her pain. What she's reacting to are the bugs flying into her nose and around her eyes, which she sensed using her parietal lobe. It is not always so easy to tell the thoughts of a runner, but it is clear to me that he has been blinded by the whiteness of the runner in front of him, revealed by his horrifying tan line under his short running shorts. Traumatized by this, he will never forget this moment with the help of his hippocampus. These cross-country runners use their frontal lobe to keep their legs and arms moving to help propel themselves up the hill. In order for me to get first, I have to take down the people in front of me one by one. I can just run in front of everybody and make sure they can't get around me, slowing down to annoy them. I'm so glad I can plan this stuff thanks to my prefrontal cortex. As a stampede of runners come forth, these runners hear the sound of cowbells made possible by their temporal lobes. This guy, like most sensible runners, does not actually appreciate the loud noise produced by cowbells. He can interpret this noise, that some may call music, as a type of cheer bystanders use when they run out of things to shout to athletes. His right hemisphere also helps him to recognize the face of his mother and realize she is the one with the dumbbell. These teams, fully energized by their reticular formation, are excited to be running their final race of the year because they know they're not going to state and they're perfectly fine with that. Every experienced runner knows that at the beginning of the race, if the gun is shot off twice, there has been a false start and they need to start over. This common sense is allowed by the thalamus interpretation of hearing. This guy uses his corpus callosum to connect his two hemispheres as he runs down the hill, using math to count how many people he passes, and his face to express his absolute pain.
Through this pain, my medulla is making my heart beat fast, and I am hyperventilating as my breath goes ragged. It's hard to recover after being hit by a green cone, but it is made possible by the cerebellum. The occipital lobe is handling the visual stimulus that is making me see stars after I hit the pole.
Facial expression by the pons.
My fear as I face this very realistic looking bear was produced from my amygdala, and my hypothalamus gave me the option of fight or flight. I chose flight.
My motor cortex helps me run in this really weird hot dog costume.
It is hard to yell for help as I am running, but if I were to, my left hemisphere would allow me for my logic and language.
While using their sensory cortex, these runners feel the elbows of other runners jabbing them in the side as they try to get ahead.